Hi, I'm Congressman Steve Scalise, and I'm standing here in front of the United States Supreme Court building because right now, just yesterday, they started hearings on the President's health care law and whether or not the President's health care law that was passed 2 years ago is constitutional. And of course, 2 years ago, last Friday, was the anniversary of the President's law. I strongly opposed Obamacare for a number of reasons, but one of the main ones is that I think it's unconstitutional for the federal government to require us as American citizens to purchase a product to be a legal resident of this country. And in fact, at the heart of this debate, the Supreme Court's hearing, is right here in Article 1, Section 8 of the Constitution, and that's the Commerce Clause. I don't think the Commerce Clause gives the federal government that right to mandate that each of us has to buy federally approved health care as a condition of being a legal citizen. And of course, those arguments have been going on right here in this building. There are a number of other things that we've been doing in Congress to address Obamacare. One is right after we took the House last year, we passed a bill to repeal Obamacare. And in fact, during the course of the last few months, we've passed a number of bills out of the House to address different components, including this individual mandate, and also some other aspects like this, basically this 15-member board of unelected bureaucrats in Washington called the IPAB, another component of Obamacare that we feel is unconstitutional. We've passed many of those bills over to the Senate. The Senate refuses to take up any action. So we're going to continue to fight to put real reforms in place that actually address the problems in health care. Of course, if you look at why this debate started already, President Obama promised that his bill would lower the cost of health care. In fact, we've seen that the President's bill increases the cost of health care by more than 10% on American families. The President promised if you like what you have, you can keep it. And yet we've seen thousands of American families have already lost the health care that they had, that they liked. And in fact, an independent scorekeeper, the Congressional Budget Office, recently estimated that up to 20 million Americans will lose their health care under Obamacare. Clearly, those were promises that were made that were broken by the President. We need to address the real problems in health care that will actually lower cost and fix real problems like discrimination against pre-existing conditions. But we can't do that with Obamacare. So hopefully the Supreme Court will rule that this law is unconstitutional and we can go back to the table and actually work on real reforms that fix the problems.